What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here about to check out something different, okay? We about to take a look at some poetry. I've been getting into it lately, been hearing a lot of poetry, like the passion and stuff that goes behind it. Most of these poets got a lot to say, and they say it and very meticulously, and they choose their words carefully. And sometimes a little bit of poetry can go a long way as far as like getting you mentally straight. You know what I mean? Most of it, and some of it, is just straight positivity. But we're checking out Breeze the Poet and his poetry called "Love Anyways," which is very interesting. I've been with my wife for 12 years as last June 22nd. So is there anything about ups and downs about love? I've definitely been through it. Because I'm going to tell you, man, marriage is tough. So let's go ahead and shut up and turn it up. Hey, St. Louis, baby. Okay, representing the Midwest.
My son Kamari loves hard and brave. Loves as if he's inapprehensive to the death count, and love's name. His love heals all, conquers everything. My son Kamari, he loves, y'all. Just like his daddy. True story. One day at his mother's house, he sits on my lap. She walks past and playfully shoves him. He hops off, gives chase towards love that he knows loves him back just like he loves. But I watched him learn what running so freely towards love will do to you if you do not watch where you are going. She reached back and smacked him. The impact incinerated his young innocence. It was a direct hit. You could look at his face melting like it just got hit with a nuclear weapon. You could tell he was too busy loving to know that there was a war going on, and now I am forced to flee from the enchantment of my son's freedom. Be reminded of all the times I actually thought it was love in the air, how the explosion hit me, how the shrapnel of a broken heart can rip through everything about you beautiful. And I remember how I loved anyway. How I loved Brandy out of the release of the chokehold of her past choices. How she seemed so grateful to have fresh love fill her lungs, but it was too late before I noticed that she had decided to keep hanging around with her old nooses. I remember how I loved anyway. Like when I busted Shanetta out of the city that held our dreams behind bars, but our talks of forever must have felt to her like confinement, because she broke out of us, left me a prisoner in my own home. I had to watch her date other men while living with me. I remember it all and how I loved anyway. Like when Tonisha told me that guy was her aunt's boyfriend and not hers, or when my ex-wife handed me the phone so I could have a conversation with the guy I was sharing her fucking orgasms with. I remember it all and how I love anyway, and I just get scared. What am I supposed to teach my son about love? I can't tell him that it conquers all, but the only thing it's constantly defeated is me. I can't tell him that it heals all when this open wound of a heart just keeps falling, and the salty hands can't save him from all the homicidal hands that'll just end up smacking the life out of his ability to love right like his mom did. All I can do is tell my son to love anyway, like his daddy. See, through all the shots to the heart I've taken, you can see I am still here, son, loving hard, and I ain't dead yet. Love anyway, like it has never done anything wrong, because you will never be wrong loving people who do not deserve it. You will only be wrong to stop loving when you yourself are so deserving of love. What I will tell my son of love is to love anyway. Be a hero, a purple-hearted kind of honor that leaves no love lost or left behind, because if you are not fighting for love, then you are only fighting against it. And I simply refuse to raise you to become somebody else's war.
Ooh. Oh my God. Okay. All right. All right, Breeze the Poet. So I'm guessing either that was his name or this is the guy's name, Russ Belt. I'm not too sure. Oh my God. Boy, emotions are flaring, man. So hey, he spoke a lot of truth there. Okay, I just want to start off with, I think that's probably one of the easiest, well, probably not one of the easiest, but definitely one of the hardest things to do. Like he was saying, is to love, right? Because a lot of us, especially when we get rejected, we love, we kind of harbor that hatred or like vengeance. Like, how dare you not love me after all this love I've shown you? And not only do you turn like a cold shoulder or turn a cold heart, but you carry that into like your next relationships, right? And it starts affecting everything about you, into your family members and everything. The reason why this hit me is because I have a son, right? He's 10 months old, and I'm very cautious about some of the things that I do in front of them, because kids are the most impressionable from 0 age up to about 7. Everything that you do is going to imprint onto your child and become one of the, a foundation, right? It's going to become a foundation, a building block, until he gets old enough to decide what he wants to do with this foundation. Does he want to like learn from it, or does he want it to control for his life? So Rust Belt, Rust Belt is the city name. Rust Belt. No, it's not. Rust Belt, St. Louis. I'm not sure if this is Rust Belt or if his name is Breeze the Poet. What I was getting from him is this perseverance to love regardless of what's happened to him, right? And he does this for the sake of his child, because you can't put nothing before your child. Your child has to come first, right? It's so important, and when they're being brought up from when you raise them, it's so important the type of stuff that you feed into this child, because they're going to be learning from the everyday things that you do. So this was extremely powerful. Oh my, I love the title, right? Love anyway, right? Somebody hurt you a million times, love anyways. Continue to love, because like he said, you will only do wrong when you decide not to love. But that's definitely something that's it's harder, it's easier said than done, right? Some of us never even experienced love, even from our parents or from family members, right? And that lack of love, right, can cause you not to love, because that's what you've been built up on. So the fact that he said love anyways, even though everything's been happening to him, especially like he said, when he was talking about how he had to go on those calls and everything, somebody having sex or whatnot, or the ladies over here, she's having all kinds of trouble, but he's still going to love her so that he can show his son what it is, what the right thing is to do. And that is an extremely hard thing to do. Woo, boy, this was a good one. Okay. Okay. We might have to check out some more of these poetries, man. Because these poetries can kind of almost act like a, what's the word I'm looking for? It can act as a transformation, like applying a fix to possibly broken relationships, as well as repairing yourself if you ever come into something like this. Because sometimes all we need is somebody else to relate to us, to understand what we're going through, for us to understand, for us to completely get over things in life. So this was amazing. If your name is Breeze the Poet, which I'm guessing, or Rust Belt, I'll find out later, did an excellent job. This is the first time I'm hearing of you. Definitely gonna chase this. All right, y'all. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.